Hello guys, BJ the Brave here, back with some more Shadowverse, and today we're going to jump into the Legends Rise Cup, which is a small kind of tournament event that is linked to the expansion, and it looks like we're going to get one for every expansion, so that's pretty cool. Now, I've already done a single run through with Portal, and I got 3 wins there, and now I'm going to dive in with a brand new Haven deck that I've been working on, which I'm calling Ward Wall. So this is kind of like a deck guide, but mixed in with the Legend Rise Cup as gameplay. So let me take you through the deck, and then we're going to jump into the games. I just want to say, though, guys, very quickly, there has been a bit of a hiccup on this video. You're going to see in terms of me being a muppet, being very, very tired, and recording and not setting my mic up properly at the beginning. So what's going to happen is when you're going to see some gameplay, the microphone's going to be terrible for a few games, but I have got some awesome games, and I mean awesome games lined up for you in this run. So it's definitely worth watching, even if you watch it on like 1.5 speed and put some music on or whatever. And then the volume does kick back in towards the end. The microphone kicks back in properly towards the end, where I'm doing a summary of what happens and everything. So just a bit of a heads up on that. All right, let's dive in and check out the Ward Wall Haven. Now, this is my type of Haven deck, guys. This is not about lining up storm amulets and trying to combo. This is old school value control, and I am absolutely loving this deck. And what we are doing is we are building walls of ward units turn after turn after turn with healing and removal, and we just exhaust our opponents. So let's take a look at the deck. Now, in terms of the amulets, everything that's between 1 and 3 player points, we have 3. We have the Serene Sanctuary for card draw. We have the Darkhaven Grace, which is pivotal to this deck because it just keeps building, not just building bigger wards, obviously, making the walls harder for our opponents to get through, but what it's also doing is keeping our health up. I really, really, really love this card. And then the third one we've got is the Dose of Holiness, which also heals and is good spot removal. Now, the reason I mention that is because we do run a single copy of Rodeo. I do think that this card can be replaced with a Sacred Griffin or a third Olivia. However, I really like having the 1 because I think it's a super powerful card on the Super Evo. It will destroy 2 big units without taking any damage, and it will thin your deck by 3, and it also helps you to ensure you get that Darkhaven Grace, which is a guarantee providing you've got the board space. All right, so back down to the early curve, we've got Leah Bellringer just for the card draw and another ward. We've got Philidou, just 1 copy of Philidou. You can replace this for the 4-drop one, which could make sense given that we're running Darkhaven Grace, but I do just like having that cheap hard removal when we need it. And another really good option, obviously, for dealing with Anne and Greer. Then we've got double Fox of Purity, and now we run triple Sarissa. Now, this deck is absolutely built for this card, guys. Like, I really underrated this card, and it's not a good card in most Haven decks, but in this deck, it's phenomenal, and you're going to see that when we get into some of the gameplay. So basically it says, whenever an allied follower with ward is destroyed, give this unit follower +1/+1, and you can also evolve if you like to get a barrier, making it even more difficult for this thing to get cleared. It can grow into a beast. We've got the Holy Shield Maidens, one of my favorite units in the class, and we also have the Quake Goliath. Now, this is not a meme, guys, right? This card belongs in this deck. It is a 4-drop, it's got decent stats, and it's got ward. So it's, of course, playing into our game plan. It's buffing Sarissa. So yeah, we run double Goliaths. We've got triple Salefa, Guardian of Water, and we also have triple Soul Sister. Now, I am tempted, and I talk about this at the end of the video, I'm tempted to cut this down to 2, to be honest. Maybe even put a 3rd Goliath in, or a 3rd Fox of Purity. I'm not really sure. But the Soul Sister, restoring 5 is really important, and I definitely wouldn't go any lower than 2 of these. I'm not sure if you need the 3rd one. It's not a very good body, but it's not a bad body to play when you've got an extra player point to play on 5, actually, especially if you're in a game where they're not really pressuring you as much, or they play low to the ground units, because a 3/5 on 5 is a lot more respectable than a 3/5 on 6, and restoring 5 is a big deal. It's 25% of your health. So and then we got the triple Holy Vessel. I do run a single copy of Maeve just to essentially give us like a threat of a 4th copy vessel, and plus Maeve is also a ward, so it makes sense in this deck. Then we run double Olivia. We already talked about Rodeo. We've got a single Griffin and a single Lapis. These are important because these are our main kind of like win cons, really. These, when we've grinded the game down, these are kind of what end the game. And then we've got triple Jian, who's removal and she's a ward, and she helps buff the win con. So she's phenomenal in this deck. She's doing everything. I do wonder whether Griffin and Lapis is enough and whether you actually should put one more in, just to not speed up the win con, but just give consistency to it. But this deck does have a lot of card draw. So that is the deck, guys. I think that there's a really good shell here. I'm really happy and I'm really looking forward to playing more with it. So let's go and dive into some games now. Like I said, bit of an issue with some of the microphone stuff early on. So if you want to play it on like 1.5 speed, put some music on. The mic does kick in back in towards the end, but you do not want to miss these games, guys. So let's dive in to the Legend Rise Cup.
All right, but just before we dive into the event, guys, I want to show you one game against Dragoncraft, because this is one of the craziest games I've ever played, and it came with this very deck. So we're playing an aggro dragon, right? And we're playing Ward Wall Haven. Now, we can tempo out the Fox of Purity, because that allows us to go on a potential route of getting Sarissa hidden behind the line of walls. And this can spell at the end of the game. But fortunately for him, he had his hard removal spell. If he didn't have that specific card, he would have been in a little bit of trouble there. So we just bring down the Shield Maiden. And we're off to a good start. Down the Dose of Holiness. And I actually decide to Evo here and put some pressure on him. Not sure whether that's correct or not. But what I figured is that it's an aggro dragon. If we could start to make him perhaps use some resources. It's more of a mid-range, because he has actually got ramping, but he is running like the Fortes and other storm dragons as well. So it's more like a sort of mid-range that has good reach. Kind of interesting deck. I mean, at this stage we're like feeling okay. I think this turn here is like quite a good turn for him. He's got 2 units down on 4. He knows that we can play Selefa, and Selefa's like really no good here. So we actually kind of don't play Selefa. We play our extra play point and get Olivia out instead. Kind of go down this route. Now I wonder whether maybe I should have gone Leia here, to be honest. Probably should have just gone Leia there. This Philadelphia's good to save. We've still got an Evo point. Might be better to sit with that, to be honest. But what this has done is drawn out his Gayu. Strike fatality. Now with Forte coming down, we just need to put a line of a wall of wards down, basically, and get him to like force him to trade with us. Right, that's one way of dealing with these types of units that we can't target. Unfortunately for us, he finds a way through and plays another storm unit. So at this point, it's starting to look really, really scary for us. He's really turned this game around, and he's looking like he could end the game any turn. But this is a nice super Evo with Selefa to kind of clear that board and get back in. And so the tables swing a little bit again. It's got quite a bit of heal. It's kind of an interesting dragon deck, I'm going to be honest. So I decided to go with Olivia here, thinking that I probably don't need to... it's one of those turns, right, where we can kind of gain tempo without needing to Super Evo or Evo, which is good because we don't have any points left. Neither of us do. Unfortunately for us, he runs the Twilight Dragon, because that would have been a turn where we really took tempo back. And we have to use Vessel really to get rid of this. Drop another Goliath. I remember he auto-evolves when he's an overflow with this card. And he finds another Forte. So every time this comes down, my heart's murmuring. I'm like, oh no. So we decide to go with the Jian here as to clear this Forte. He's still got another one left, I believe. But we're down to 8 health, and he's managed to heal all the way back up to 18. And then comes the Genesis Dragon, so he's pretty relentless. Now what we do here is we go with Rodeo, knowing we can draw the dose. We keep the layer just as a kind of, in case we didn't draw the dose, we kind of had at least a blocker. I think there was a 33% chance that we didn't. Actually, it'd be less than that because there's only one of the Dark Haven Graces left in the deck. Down comes Gayu. No, evolve this time. Now, this is kind of a straight, kind of interesting, right? Because we could have traded, we could have gone value trade there, and maybe we should have done, we actually just went for the face and cleared. Again, I'm not sure if that was correct. He finds the removal and into the last card, which is Forte. So once again, I'm looking at this board going, I felt so sure we were going to do it there. But now all we can do is basically drop Lapis and pray. And he finds the draw at this stage of the game. That is terrible for us. And into the Steward as well, so he can clear the one damaged layer. So it puts us down to 1 health. Now the Soul Cure is going to come back and heal, and the weight Modern's going to go down, and yet again we've got a nice wall of wards with some heal. And he finally gives in. So I just thought that game was tremendous, just the back and forth, the back and forth. How will Haven fare? The Legends Rise Cup. Well, we're about to find out, my friends. We're about to find out. Dragoncraft. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't want this. Do we want to keep a vessel for like an emergency? Get rid of one. Thank God, because we drew another one. Something you got to be thinking about when you've got 3 odds, right? We drop the Cemetery. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use the extra player point here. Is he going to rank? Gonna draw. Soulcare is not that well statted, so playing that on 5 with the extra player points not a bad idea. It's not well statted for 6, but it's more acceptable for 5. And then we can draw into the Unholy. Or we could just drop this, play this, and delete everything. Otherwise, we didn't have any way of removing the sick. Witness my kung fu. I think we'll deal with that board, especially as we've just found there. I think what we do here is, I think we do Evo layer. This is kind of cool. Funny. I think I will play it as well. I think I will play it. If we're hitting turn 8 next turn, anything wanting. Oh boy. That's a hell of a... Ow. Gee. Okay, not a good start. Dive into match 2. Forest. Just keep the grace here, I think. Keep him honest. This is one matchup where the Holy Shield Maiden is not great. Look at them. Oh, those aren't fairies, right? Fairly passive turn. Of course. Okay. Sit back. You gotta be passive, buddy. Yeah, I guess he's trying to line up combos. See, he used all his fairies, didn't he? Had all his combo pieces. AoE the board. Maybe he was trying to bait that, but he doesn't know that we got the one. Please, Philadu. End his life. But let's do that. Thanks. Let's play a game. Okay, the bales are coming out. Desperation. That's gone. I really want to get this going. So do we buff that? I think we do actually. I think we're gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna buff that. Rather than developing Fox. 5 damage if you super evos. So we'll still need to attack into it. I'll take that. Definitely, definitely. And then here with that. That's it. That's all we do. We really need to find some card draw, right? But we're about to get 2 cards from get 3 cards. Definitely was right. Timing. Yeah. Now we could super evo here. Go on then, let's see if we've got here. Otherwise we just lose this body that we just... This actually puts a bit of pressure. Two giant wards. I mean, this deck is a real challenge for Forest because there's just so many wards to get through. Like a very strong matchup against Forest. The aggro dragon one's interesting. Like, it's quite a fun matchup in a way because it's like classic aggro versus control. Sometimes they're going to get you. Other times you're going to be able to turn the corner. Yeah, so he's having to use all of his resources, all his combo pieces just to try and get through. Okay, there goes his last. Look at her. Tutu doing some growing. Nice. Okay, let's jump into match 3. Let's hope some more Forest. I like that matchup. Havencraft. I'm going to drop the fox. I mean, there is the... Do we want to kill this now? There's an argument to say, like, kill that and then... Okay. We'll just drop Quake and hit base, to be honest. Next turn's kind of interesting, depending what he drops, because we've got Ghost and Sarissa, or Shield Maiden, Sarissa. What do we want to do? That's got Bane and that kills Ward, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. Just such a bad match into 2-1-1, right? But I've got kind of nothing imminent for the Evo. This looks decent for Rodeo though, right? Yeah, this looks pretty nice Rodeo. Can we get rid of the Griffin? Get rid of the Griffin. This will kill Olivia. Then we'll super. Those. Really like this card, honestly. I really think Rodeo's like underrated. Like, being in your deck of 3 cards, that's in just about any card game I've played, like that's a really powerful ability in itself. It's a great super evo target for just getting rid of 2 units. It's also got anti-forest thing with the 1 AoE. This is all. Actually, just got relevant. There's Cerebus, right? Just wants targets to hit, right? So what he wants to do this turn with the Cerebus, with the Ghost. Well, you can buff those with Cerebus anyway, but can't do a super evolve shenanigans. Time to follow. What is it? Damage. Oh, so we have to heal, right? No, it's like no, it's this. Something like this. Maybe we should have been bolder there and stayed at 4 health and dropped Sarissa and set up. Bit of heal. Back to 11. Kind of cool because it feels like a really like old school classic control type of deck this, right? With all the heal and the kind of war, but just kind of trying to defend and grind, really. Okay. So there goes. I think now we do that. By the way, I absolutely love this card as well, the Dark Haven Grace. I mean, Haven has actually got some of my favourite cards in set 1. Whoa. What was that they hit me with? 1 drop, was it? Reaper's Day. Okay, I am going to drop this because I don't think deal with without the Evo. Maybe I'm missing something. If she's got another one of the 1 drops, right? Skeleton. It's a bit... bit of a... This thing is giving us 5 defense. 5 heal is quite a lot in this game. Like 25% of your lifetime. Pretty good. And that's, we're happy to see that, right? Like, we're happy to see him trading. That is an issue. That causes a lot of problems for our blockers. So I think we're actually going to play this now. Sadly. This board, I think we're gonna go with this. How are we back to 19 health, guys? What did we get? What did he get us down to in this game? Yes. Right, hold up. Let's put this on this. All value trading now. This is all old school Hearthstone at this stage, right? No more of these evolutions and super evolution nonsense. Just good old fashioned cards. Although that is a real problem. That is it. Got rid of Griffin, didn't we? We've still got 2 Margians, I think. Yeah, we've still got the Maeve as well. Sadly, I think we've got to play this now. We could try and bait actually 1 more. Should we do that? Ooh, come on then. Let's try and bait. This is really, like, potentially a needless risk. I'm not sure about that. But we are at 20 health, which is funny, by the way, because we're down to... I can't even remember what we're down to. But this is like really getting the value from the Gian here. So we're going to have Lapis back, right? Lapis is back, and we're going to clear this board. Yeah, happy that we did that. We probably wouldn't have done that into a if it was into an opponent that had evos and super evos left. Potentially wouldn't have done that, but without them, I think that was correct. Games are just, I just enjoy this. Kind of nice because you often get to play post evos with this deck as well. What can we do here? I think we can do anything. Just have a look. Okay, what's he got? He's got a big world to deal with there, with no evos, super evos. He'd have to have the one drop card removal. Has he found it? Got the body. Oh my god, the Cerberus. Oh no. Wow, that's 2 Cerberuses. Still don't know if it's enough. B6. Oh, no, it's not enough. Not enough. He's got to get through the ward first. Unless he's obviously got that. Unless the one card in hand is the one drop card removal. No, it isn't, boys. We got him. What a game. Oh, that was a fun one, man. That was super fun. These games just get so back and forth and grindy. Alright, game 4, Runecraft. Oh dear. The one class that can outgrind us.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself. Why limit yourself to one dimension?
Has he got the storm? Has he got it? No, he hasn't. Let's drop a Vanguard. Base. Ding dong. Here comes Annie Gray, yeah. So he heals up. Okay. You have to do a slightly weird Evo here.
Seeing stars? Wonderful.
Oh dear. I thought I could use this now. Oh dear, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay. Play it.
Brace yourself. Even fate follow my lead. Caught us off guard. Here's your business. New year, new me. I'll always watch over you. Without suffering, there is no glory.
Bothered about this dying, right?
Thou art turned from sin. Pardon my language. Jingling purse I hear. Hope never dies. Here's the booster. Here's the booster.
What unbuild this? Oh, get health back up. A bit more of a delay turn. I just feel like that's trying to draw out Ishian or something. This is where we put Ishian, right? Seraph is back. Although,
Without suffering, there is no glory.
Fear not the god's absence.
Thanks for the business.
Rebel. Through justice, we shall build heaven on earth. Advance!
we got the combo, but the question is, have we lost?
May wings be at your back.
So it's got a DECKLIST turn, right? Oh, okay, could do that. But we can just... Griffin wins. Oh, that's got it. Griffin for the win, boys! Oh, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh man, there's some cool games, guys. There's some cool games.
We have much to discuss.
Object launcher. So I quite like Fox into that. We force up the puppet and it's not developing the board anymore. Okay. Also true. Well, the puppet took off the issue. What does that mean? I mean, I say it's a problem. It's still trade.
Just tell me why.
Here's the heart of chaos.
Ah, brilliant. A gazillion minutes into the video, I realise I have not had my microphone, and therefore you won't have heard a damn thing I've been saying all stream. Excellent. Good job, BJ. Good job. This has absolutely got to force the last Super Evo. Oh, we're having some mic troubles in this one, boys.
Trajectory calculated. Ambition sight. The retreat. But vice.
Okay, so there it is. There is the last of the Super Evos. So we could do a Super Evo here with this. Now he doesn't have Evos. I think he used all the medical grade assassins, right? Or did he have one left? He has one left. Okay. It's probably going to be a medical grade assassin here. Crazy game again. All that. Where is Seraph? Kind of really need this to stick here. He's got Noah. Oh, now he's found his medical grade. Yeah. He's playing very well. Question is though, can we lock him? Can we lock him here? Can we just make this thing a giant, right? This has to die though. I think we have to kill this one. And then do we just keep buffing this guy? Griffin would be 10 next turn. Can he really deal with all this? He's used all 3 medical assassins. He's used Orcus. I don't believe it. Or maybe he can. Puppet Theatre to clear the barrier. Oh, Sylvia for the heal. Still don't think it's enough for him though. Kaboom! We got him, boys! Awesome! We did it!
Oh Lord, guide your humble servant. Thank you.
Advance to Group A. So we lost that first game. We got kind of rushed down by Aggro Dragon. But I think that's a matchup that's winnable. I think it's probably quite a fun matchup. One I'd like to just play like 20 times, but I think it'll go both ways. Like they'll either just beat you down or you'll be able to turn the corner if they don't draw the absolute nuts. But yeah, beyond that, we went on to win 4 games, and I think we had some, I think you'll agree, we had some really, really good matches there. Really sorry about all the issues with the microphone. It is late here, I am tired, and clearly not very focused. I just started recording without my mic on. But hopefully you could sort of like still enjoy the gameplay itself. So yeah, here's the deck. So I actually think this is a genuinely decent archetype, and there's a few things you could do, right? You could definitely add a second Lapis in. There were a few games where we went so deep looking for Seraph that we, like, the consistency of having a second one would have been good. The only problem is it does mean the second unit's a bit useless. Or the other one we could have added is we could have added the 10 drop, right? The Shiny Demon. And just knowing that we can go so deep into the late game that we're going to get there. So that's another thing we could do. But I actually really like it. I like the Quakes. I like having the wards on pretty much every turn of the curve. I do like the single Rodeo, although in that last game, you know, it was a bit meh. If you didn't want to run the Rodeo, you could have the second Griffin in, or you could have a third Olivia. But I quite like the Rodeo, because if you draw the Rodeo earlier in the game, like in that game, we'd already drawn all of our 1 to 3 drop amulets. But usually I think Rodeo's quite good early, and it allows you to then draw into your Lapis and your bigger stuff. So I like a single copy of Lapis. I really like Sarissa. Really undervalued this card, but in this particular deck, this deck is made for her. And look what just happened in 2 of those games. She became massive. So becomes a real problem for your opponent. It's just hiding behind all these walls, and if they haven't got spells for removal, yeah, she can be a real problem. So yeah, I quite like it. Quite like the deck. I'd like to continue to develop it. I'd like to continue to tweak some of the numbers. Like, for example, 3 Soul Care Sisters is making... I'm like, I think that could go down to 2. It's a card that... I don't know, sometimes it feels a bit clunky. I think 3 of them might be too much. So that's potentially one that I would consider dropping. Yeah. I definitely want to tweak the numbers, definitely want to play with it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hit that thumbs up down below if you did. Leave me a comment, and thanks for all the support. I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely looking forward to... I'm definitely enjoying this like tournament cup event. I think these events are very, very cool, and hopefully we're going to get... This is Legends Rise, so hopefully we're going to get one in each of the expansions. So thanks again for all the support, and good luck with your own games, and I'll see you again in the next one.